Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another video with Brooklyn. How are you this terrific Thursday morning? Okay, so I'm going to jump right into the video. If the phone is shaking, that's because I've been doing the videos in my bedroom and I'm holding the tripod down here in between my calves, okay? So, the weather here in my neck of the woods was wonderful yesterday, okay? It's supposed to be really pretty today. And then Friday is supposed to be cold. My body is not adjusting well, okay? It's draining me. This week here has been a really, really rough week for me. I've been drained. And I think it's due to the weather. Trying to change, coming in and out, being hot one minute, being cold the next minute. I think that has a lot to do with it. And I can relate that to life's experiences. You know how you have some people in your life that drain you, that you don't know which way to go. You don't know whether you're coming or going. One minute they're hot, the next minute they're cold. Sometimes they're lukewarm, they're straddling the fence, and you don't know what to do. They're just pulling you. They're draining all your energy. They want attention over here, then they don't want nothing to do with you. They want attention over here, then they're cold towards you. Sometimes they want to speak, but then they half speak and they lukewarm, and you just don't know what to do. Your body and your mind don't know what to do. It sends mixed signals. Well, my advice for that situation is to just stand still. Don't reach out. Don't do anything. Let them have their whirlwind. Let them have their whirlwind, because just like the weather, eventually it will settle. Either it's going to be cold or either it's going to be hot. Winter has to come. Spring has to come. Summer has to come. Fall has to come. And I would consider spring and fall to be a whirlwind, because it doesn't know what it want to do until it settles. Sometimes you have people in your life like that. They don't know what they want to do until it just settles. And when I say settle, I mean if they're going to just settle and be in your life, or if they're going to settle and move on and be somewhere else. But you as a person, there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing we can do about the weather but dress accordingly, right? So you have to go along with what they're doing accordingly. If they speak to you, you speak. If they want your energy, you give your energy. It don't go out of your way now, because we don't go out of our way to change the weather. You go out of your way to accommodate yourself. If it's really cold, you put on a coat, hat, scarf, boots, whatever you have to do. If it's raining, your rain boots, your umbrella, your raincoat. You have to accommodate yourself to make yourself comfortable. In the summertime, to make yourself comfortable, you cut on the air condition, you put on the sundress, a pair of shorts, some flip-flops, some sandals. You accommodate yourself. In the wintertime, you cut the heat on, you defrost your car, you get the ice off your car, you buy the windshield defroster spray. You have to accommodate yourself. You don't go out of your way. The weather's going to do what it wants to do. You have to accommodate yourself around it to be comfortable. And that's how it is with some people. They want to be hot, they want to be cold, they want to be lukewarm, extremely cold, extremely hot. Their attitude is off the charts. You have to accommodate yourself. You don't go out of your way to make them comfortable. You do what you have to do to make yourself comfortable while they're dealing with their temperatures. You have to make sure that you are the one that's comfortable. And I know this phone is shaking, y'all, because I'm on the bed, so just excuse it. You have to make yourself comfortable. Do not go out of your way to make them comfortable. If they are hot and they don't want, because I'm going to say in a human being, when they're hot, they don't want to be bothered. So then you accommodate yourself to make yourself comfortable. Don't bother them. Right? When they're extremely cold, you stay away. You accommodate yourself. Then they're lukewarm. They want to come around. They want to straddle a fence. They want to talk to you a little bit. You accommodate yourself. You make sure you do what you have to do to make yourself comfortable. You know that game, hot potato, where when you got to find something, where they give you the hot potato, it's hot, you got to pass it on, right? Then they have another one where you have to find something. They say you're getting hot, you're getting hot, you're getting hot when you get closer to it. When you're getting further away from it, you're getting cold. You're getting cold. You have to accommodate yourself in those games. When they tell you that you're getting cold, that means you're moving further away from the product. You have to accommodate yourself and get yourself back toward it where they say you're getting hot so you can find it. Okay? When you're playing hot potato, when you have to pass the hot potato around to each person, you have to make sure it's not in your hand while they're saying hot potato, whatever that game is. You have to accommodate yourself likewise in situations like that when you deal with people like that, because you cannot control how someone else behaves. You cannot control how they react to you. You know, I was married years ago, and my husband would do the stupidest, selfish. He would just do the stupidest things. Okay, for some reason, he always thought I would not find out. I always found out. Every time. It may be some things I missed, but for the majority of the time, I would find out. And he would always blame me. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't act this way. If it wasn't for you, I would not have done that. You cannot control anyone's attitude. You cannot control anyone's behavior. You have to adapt. And when I say adapt, you adapt to make yourself comfortable, not the person, because that's their responsibility. It's not your responsibility. You know, and like I said, with the weather, it's not the weather's responsibility to make Tracy comfortable. It's not the weather's responsibility, oh, she's too hot, let me cool off. Or she's too cold, let me warm up. It's my responsibility. I have to make sure I cut the heat on, or cut the air conditioner on, cut a fan on, put a hat on, a jacket on, you know, put a sundress on if I'm too hot. You know what I'm saying? If I'm sweating, I make sure I put some powder on, some deodorant on. That's my responsibility. The weather could care less whether I'm musty or not. It could care less. That's on me. The weather could care less whether my lips are chapped and my skin dries out in the wintertime. That's me. I have to apply the lotion and the chapstick and the deodorant. It's on you to adapt to whatever situation is going on, because we can adapt. We were made to adapt. But the adaptation should be to make yourself comfortable, not the person who's being moody and who's swinging. I'm not making the weather comfortable. I'm making myself comfortable. Yesterday I was extremely hot. I had to take off. I had on some slides with some little thin socks. I had to take off my socks. I had to push my sleeves up. You know, when I was at work, I had to open the doors because we couldn't cut the air on, of course. So we opened the doors. We had to accommodate. Then when I was coming home last night, it was a little bit chilly. I put my jacket on. I put my socks back on. You have to accommodate yourself to make yourself comfortable. And it may not always make you completely comfortable, because sometimes when it's cold outside, you put on as many layers as you want to. You're still freezing. And in the summertime, you can take off as many clothes as you want to. You're still hot. But at the end of the day, you have to make yourself comfortable, not the other person, not the weather. Let them have their whirlwind. Let them have their whirlwind, because eventually they're going to settle. Eventually, summer, spring, winter, and fall is going to come. And it's going to settle, and it's going to be what it's supposed to be. And that's how they are. Either they're supposed to be around you and be in your life, or they're not. It's going to come to a settling. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to say vielen Dank. That's thank you very much in German. So vielen Dank for watching me. And choose, that's what? That's bye in German. And this morning I am watching The Golden Girls. That Dorothy is my favorite. That's my favorite character. But they're all really good. So Betty White is still living. She like almost 100. So anyway, you all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.